Welcome back to the channel. This is Trent from TP Surveillance, and in today's video I'll be installing the Aqara valve controller T1 to my main valve, and I'll be installing a THIRDREALITY water sensor. If you saw some of my other previous videos when I did a quick unboxing, I have like 5 of these, but just for this video we just gonna install one, set it up, and see how it works. This right here is one of the, I think I paid like $70 something for it. They have other ones like $200 and higher, but I just chose to get this because Aqara pretty much have some nice equipment also, like THIRDREALITY, because I do have their door sensors already installed. I had those installed maybe 5 or 6 months ago, and so I'm gonna try this one out. I have pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, it's PVC pipe, so this should work pretty good. So what you get 4 batteries. The reason why I chose the battery one, because even though I have an outlet over here, I don't want to put a UPS or nothing else on it just in case the power was to go out. I just, when it comes to things like this, I'll just prefer battery powered devices, because I don't have to worry about a power outage and it's working and it's not working. So that's why I chose this one. THIRDREALITY also, like I say, I like them too because they have regular size batteries, which is AAA. And so this pretty much what you get with the water sensor. You also get this little screwdriver, but like I say, professionals, we always have this little small little gadget like here when it comes to a burglar alarm system and things like that. And so what we'll need to do, the first thing you need to do is when you go by where your valve shuts off at, make sure you know which way this thing turns. So the best way to do it before you even put a battery in it, this is the battery compartment, but before you do that, it has a little push button at the top. You can push that button, and once you push that button, you see how it goes. So that lets me know that I need to install it for it to go this way, because my valve closes downward. And so that is a quick way to do it, instead of installing it, putting the battery in, and then it doesn't go the right way. You end up breaking your water pipe. So that is a quick nugget. So the way this works, pretty much simple. You have this side, you have this side. This goes in between your pipe. And then this part goes, wait a minute, I'm doing it wrong. This part go in between here. And so this will go like this. And then you'll screw it and tighten it up with these 3 screws. If you have just the wing one and not the lever one, you will use these. But I don't have that. I have the little lever one that pulls down. So we're gonna do that first. And then after that, we're going to scan it, get it into Home Assistant, and see what it does. All right, guys. I installed the battery, and I went into my Zigbee home devices and my Home Assistant. And when I clicked on devices, it added, but it didn't say it automatically added. Like normally, when you click on add device, it will say searching for Zigbee device, and it will find it, but it didn't. So I thought it didn't add the device. But when I bagged out, and let me bag out one more time. And when I bagged out and I checked down here my Zigbee hub automations, it shows that I got 20 devices. So I had 19 before this. So now I click on that, and now it shows the Aqara valve. Now this battery, I go up in here and I'll give it a name, and I'll just say Aqara valve water valve. And then area, it will be in the garage. So I'll click on garage, enable device, and then I will say update. And so now it's showing that it's on. And so if I was to hit this button, I'm trying to do this from behind. So you see it moves. So it kind of has like a delay. It's not that bad. So when I do a updated video later on, I'll see does it move quicker once you turn it on or once you turn it off. But it sort of has like a 3 to second delay before it started moving. And that's probably just because it got batteries. Because pretty much like I told y'all with security cameras, batteries, that's how it saves battery. But those couple of seconds for me is way more than having a whole house being flooded. So now we fit to take it outside and get it installed, because now we know it's active, and I'll be back. All right, let's get this installed. I just put this little piece on already just to have it hanging. And so mine will be installed this way because, like I said, if I push the button, my lever goes down. So if I push this, let me back up a little bit. So if I push this button right here, see, my lever goes that way. So that's why I have to put mine this way. And bear with me. So I put those two in there. I already measured, so I know where mines need to be at. I need to be right over that hump right there. So I put my 2 screws in. And I take it up over that hump. And I'll get back with you. Let me just get these tight and I'll be right back. All right, we got it installed. So as you can see, it's not moving. If you look at that little ball point, you can see that where I have it at, it's almost touching, but I just gave it a practice run and that should be good. And so once I turn it on, if you think you put it on the wrong way, or it look like it's trying to go the wrong way, or you think it's going too far, all you have to do is hit the push button and that will stop it. So don't panic, just remember, hit the push button. So let me get my phone, and now let's see would it turn off. Aqara valve, water valve, and now if I hit this button, this should turn it off. And as you can see, it's turning it off. And now it's off. And so now, I'll let you see that it's off. And so now, if I hit the on button, it should turn it back on. And as you can see, my pipe is not moving, nothing is flexing. So that's letting me know that it's good to go. All right, we got the cover off. And so now we fit to install the 2 batteries. You can see it's flashing. And as you can see, it's showing device is been found. Now this how it's supposed to look with the Aqara, but I keep forgetting on a lot of Aqara devices, when you don't use their app and they hub, when you use Home Assistant, it kind of loads it up different than a lot of these other devices, because they want you to use the Aqara device, but being I have a Zigbee dongle, I can get it in this way. You just have to check it when it don't shows a device. You just have to go back and see that was it added. But see, on this one, this how it normally look when you add an Zigbee device. So we'll just call this, we're gonna change the name. And this one will go in my bathroom. So we're gonna say master bathroom water sensor. And this will go in in my master. I have master bathroom light, but that is my bathroom. So we just gonna do that. And so now all you have to do is just hit back because it says device is ready to use. So we'll hit. If I put it in some water, let's see what it say, wet. So I got a little water right here. Hopefully y'all can see that in the camera. And I'm just gonna put it in. I'm just gonna put it in here. You hear it? It made a beep noise and it said it was wet. So I took it back out. So now let's create an automation real quick. So now we'll go, I ain't mean to bag out. So now we'll go into automation, settings, automations. We'll create a new one. And like I said, I'll be doing a full tutorial on all this stuff later. But like I said, we just gonna do this real quick. We're gonna do an add a trigger. Okay, so I just clicked, basically what I did was, like I said, done changed on me. So I just clicked on master bathroom light, which is my master bathroom. I'm gonna change that light. So once I click on that, that takes me to all my devices. See, it look way different than it did when I was using it. It's kind of easier now because you can find stuff way better this way. So now I click on, no, I don't need this yet. Yeah, I need this water sensor. So I click on water sensor. And then I would say when moisture is detected at the bottom. So I click on net, trigger once for every target change. First, trigger the first time any target change, all. Trigger once all targets change. So I'm just gonna say each. And I'm just gonna leave it. I mean, you can put a time on it, but I'm not. I'm just gonna leave it like that. And then I'm gonna add, go to garage, and we will find a car water valve, and we're gonna say turn switch off. And that's pretty much it. But it won't be like this when I do a full automation. I will have all my water sensors into one automation, and whenever something happens, it would turn it off. But I only want it to turn it off when nobody's at home, because if somebody's at home, I just want to receive a notification. Then I can go from there, because I can ask whoever at the house, because everybody here up in age. So I can ask, hey, go check such and such. And so now you understand what I'm saying. Like, for instance, for some people that's saying, well, what if I'm taking a shower and the kid spills something? This is your solution. When somebody's at home, you don't want it to go off. And so now we're gonna click save, and I'm just gonna keep it as new automation, because like I said, I'm gonna do a different one once I get all these put up. And you can see it saved. We're gonna go back. And so now when I put this in, it's gonna beep. Hopefully I know how to turn this audio down, you all. If I don't, I'm sorry. So I had to run over here real quick. You can see that it turned it off. All right, so we're in the kitchen and I got water running. And as you can see, I have the enable siren turned off, because once you put it in water, it'll make a beeping noise. But for the video purpose, I turned that off so it won't be irritating. And so we're just gonna put it in water, and you're gonna see I'm gonna get a notification, and it's gonna give me the option to turn the valve off, because you don't want it to just turn off automatically, especially if you're in the shower. So I'm gonna put it in water. And you can see I got a notification. If I swipe down, you see it says water detected, moisture in kitchen, and it says shut off main valve. So I'm going to press that, and it should be shutting off. Now, depending on where the water is running, even though it shuts off, of course it still has to drain from your pipes. So it's not gonna completely shut off instantly. So if you see a video when it's showing it completely shutting off instantly, it don't work like that if you got water already in your drain. And so you can see the water going. It's getting slow, 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 and it's cutting off. And as you can see, it's going out, and it's almost out. And so doing it this way, you have an option. Like I said, you have an option. You can just have it manually, automatic, just shut off itself. But like I said, if you do it that way, then if you're in the shower or if you got one by the bathtub or something and water hit it, it's gonna shut it off automatically. So having it on your phone, knowing that it's a leak somewhere, you can make a decision yourself, especially when you're not at home. Now, we'll be showing you an automation where you can put everybody phone in, and you can set an automation for if nobody is at home, automatically cut off on its own. And then in that case, you safe. All right, so it's done. And so now I will go to my water valve, which here. And now you can see it's off, and I just turn it back on. And now the water should start back. Comment, subscribe. I'm gonna get better with these videos. Like I said, the more I do them, the better I'm gonna get. Make sure you subscribe, because like I said, we're gonna be adding so much more security to your houses. And like I said, if you're a person like me that enjoy doing stuff on your own, these are some great videos for you to see if you want to do it. And then once I do one from scratch, like starting with my Home Assistant green, and we'll go from there, and then you'll see how to set it up from beginning to end. So see you next week. Next week we'll probably be adding the Z-Wave dongle and adding the 2 Z-Wave switches. And I have 3 motion sensors also. So we're gonna add all 3 of them probably for the next week episode, or I might just add the switches and then add the motion sensors the next week.